Hello, happy peoples. Hope you guys are doing great. It is great to talk to you. So much going on as usual, and I don't know if you noticed, but it's a little cold today. And with that comes all kinds of stuff happening. When it's cold like this, lots of stuff can happen, and usually not good. So I've got an emergency call out that just rolled in. It's up in Beaver, Alaska. It's roughly, 120 or so miles north of us. Beaver is a small village. I think there's 70 or 80 people there, I want to say. But the school just froze up. And the city water froze too because it is crazy cold. I think it was 54 below zero there yesterday, I want to say. So yeah, long story short, their heating systems failed. They need a fix, and they need it now. They've got some kind of temporary heating going, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm gonna go get in the plane, fly there. You can't drive there, you have to fly there. Suit up, go do that, bring you guys with me. The problem is, because it's so cold, they canceled the flights yesterday. So if I get there, if they do fly today, that means I might get stuck there. So hopefully I'll bring enough supplies to be able to make it work. Let's go see if we can help them out. Let's fly to Beaver and see if we can fix their heating problem. Hello, puppy. Oh. Bert? Jonathan. Yeah. That's all good. Nice having trucks out here. That's cool.
There?
Yeah.
The tank farms to your right.
It's tough. Yeah. All right, made it. All right, made it to the school. They've got some temporary heat going, which is awesome, but I need to go try to open up some more control valves. Pretty much every control valve here has failed as best as I can tell. So I'm gonna go try to get some more heat going because it's gonna be even colder here tomorrow. It's gonna be like 54 below, something like that for the low. So hopefully we can get this figured out and get a good plan so they can have some permanent solutions. But right now I'm just gonna try to get some temporary stuff going so they can make it through this crazy cold snaps. Meantime, let me go and send you back home, check on the family, see how they're doing in the crazy 40 below weather.
Oh, it's looking rough. Nothing to see here, nothing to see there. Oh, happy peoples, hope you guys are doing fantastic. Guess what, guys? Traveling again. Oh my goodness gracious. Bert is gone. He is on his way, or is in Beaver, Alaska. Had an emergency service call. When you get in these extreme temperatures, which it is extreme, temperatures right now. Things can break, and things can break very, very quickly. Thankfully, he was able to get on a flight and head out there. I'm really hoping that, because a lot of times they won't fly when it's like super, super cold. I mean, we'll fly when it's cold, but when it's super, super cold, like hitting 50 below, 53 below, like that's when things like, that's not very good to fly. And then not only that, a lot of times visibility is a factor. So hopefully he won't get it weathered in. I'm so grateful that he's able to have these skills that he's cultivated ever since he was, what was he in? His 20s. Learning the skill to be able to provide a service. Really grateful for that. I'm pretty sure it's like a school that lost heat. But I'm not 100% sure. I kind of caught a little bit of what he was going there. It was just slam bam, right? But I'm sure he'll fill you in on that. We are just hunkering in. We are not gonna be doing nothing. We're just staying. I obviously have a office that I could tend to and straighten and organize. I could definitely work on that. We'll see if I get to it. But super grateful. When Bert goes out of town, when it's extreme weather like this, a lot of times he has like folks that if something were to happen, like here at the homestead for us, like problems with heating or anything that maybe I wouldn't necessarily feel comfortable taking care of, we've got men in our life that are his friends that would step in and help, which I'm super, super grateful for. So they are on call. They know he's gone, and it's like, okay, if something happens, because things can go like we say, it doesn't take long for things to kind of not be so good, and you don't want to mess around with heat. So I'm grateful that we have folks in our life to be able to help us with that. It's just kind of like a way of life here in Alaska. Like when things like this happen, a lot of times it's like, hey, check on your neighbor, check on folks. You see folks on the side of the road, like we've said before, and you just help them. You just always make sure that you're there for the folks in your life, which we've been so, so blessed with people that we know that we can call at any time of the day or night, and they would be there to help us. Super grateful for my son, who knows how to start a fire and keeping that going all day. He's been working on that for us, so that is super awesome. The girls, they know how to do it, but I'm grateful that he takes the initiative and like keeps it going and making sure that it's his responsibility. We're doing good. I hope my baby's doing good. For him to be done traveling, because it seems like we've been traveling all the time. I do have one more meet coming up soon in Seattle. It's a charity choice event. And then we're almost done competition season. But then we have 2 weddings that we're going to be going to. So I'm not used to this much traveling. Okay, let's check on him in Beaver, Alaska. How you doing, babe?
I think most everything is on full heat right now, bypassed to full heat. So I think we should be good for tonight, but I'm gonna go check a few more systems. Oh yeah, that's going good. All right, I think I'm gonna turn in for the night. I've got all the emergency stuff done. The building is much warmer than it was when I first got here, so that is awesome. Probably pick up the vlog here tomorrow and maybe show you guys around the village a little bit. And I'm told there might not even be a store here, so I'm just kind of curious what the food situation looks like and what the village looks like, especially these extreme temperatures. So with that, see you guys in the morning. All right, it's the next morning. It is a cold morning. Oh my goodness. Okay, so online it shows 45 below. Yeah, not the case here for sure. The local thermometers here are showing closer to 65 below. So I'm gonna say it's comfortably 60 below because I stepped outside just briefly without all my extra gear on, and I'm like, okay, this is an extra gear kind of day. So I'm glad I stayed up late. I've got all the heating systems are on full bypass. Everything is just running full throttle. A lot of the stuff was already done. I just opened up the last few valves that needed to be opened up and overrode the last control valve. So full heat, the building is comfortable, and I spent all morning getting all the fine tuning of everything that's broken and everything we need to do to fix this and give them an efficient building as well. So right now we have heat. Stage 2 will be efficiency. We've got to order parts, all these things. So that ball is rolling, and in the meantime, hopefully I can get on a plane today, but we'll see, because technically it's colder than the airplane is supposed to fly. But if they look on the online temperature of the 45 below, maybe the plane will fly in. So all right, we'll see about that. I might give you guys a quick tour of what Beaver looks like. I think they have some kind of a convenience store, but not really a store, so maybe we'll check that out. And then there might be someone here I can maybe interview and just get an idea of like what it's like to live here in this village, especially with this extreme cold. It's colder than a lot of villages that I've gone to. So let's see what life is like here. I'll give you guys a quick tour. I just talked to the airline. They said they are currently measuring, this is the warmer part of the day, and they're currently measuring 57 below here. So it means it's definitely 60 below this morning. And the plane will not be flying at that temperature. So they are hoping it warms up. If it gets 50 below or warmer, they can fly in here. But cross fingers, a couple hours, I'll check back in. All right, quick update. It is warmed up to a balmy 50 below zero, or maybe 49. It's like right at that cusp. So according to the airline, they are going to attempt to fly. So we'll see how this works. I think it'll be a couple hours or so before the plane lands here. So sounds like we might be able to get out of here, which is awesome. I was able to talk to some local people. I apologize, I wasn't able to interview, and there's a lot of people when you come to remote places like this, they're not really comfortable being on camera, and I completely respect that. But they were able to share some insight of just living here and what it's like. They don't have a store, which is so different than any other village that I've gone to, even small villages. Like they have no store here. They have one place they can buy like chips and soda, and a couple candy bars. That is it. It's not even really a convenience store. It's just a few things, and it's not even open right now. All of their groceries, they have to fly in here, and it's 55 cents a pound for them to send in groceries. That's why the airline, they're very concerned about trying to get just anything that has to come out here, because they know they don't have a store. So if the airplanes don't fly, no food comes in. And that's pretty extreme, even by Alaska standards and village standards. Talking to people here, I've just kind of gathered that the folks just have to really lean on each other, especially at times when the planes don't fly or it's extreme cold weather like this. I mean, you're spending all your time just trying to heat your buildings and trying to keep everything warm. And if these vehicles are not plugged in, they don't start. And sometimes they don't start very well when they're plugged in. And all these things, it is crazy. I don't even know how much the heating fuel is. You can get fuel over here, but it doesn't really have a price on it, so I'm not even sure how much it costs. But from driving around, you can see a lot of people are burning wood, which tells me that the fuel prices here are probably astronomical. I think the cheapest I've seen is about $8 a gallon. In remote areas like this, it's probably closer to $10 or $12 a gallon for heating fuel. Pretty crazy, but anyway, I'm really glad we're able to help these guys out and at least get some heat. It's a warm building, and this also does like cold weather testing. Like the nerdy side of me says, okay, so I've got a 600,000 BTU boiler that's able to maintain this building at 65 below zero. That's really good data, and that's good to know because they have a backup boiler that's down. Might look at some options of staging boilers. Maybe we do 4 small boilers so we can stage up, stage down to make things more efficient. It's also cheaper to fly small boilers in, like 4 small ones as opposed to 2 big ones. So some of that type of stuff. Also, if you notice, there's a lot more vehicles here than a lot of villages too. A lot of time there's more four-wheelers and snow machines, but it's because they're able to barge these up on the river, and we're close enough to Fairbanks that it's more economical than a lot of other smaller places in Alaska. So, all right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed coming to work with me in Beaver, Alaska. Coldest weather that I have ever been in. I've never been anywhere colder than 60 below zero. Well, technically I was in 65 below zero here this morning, so pretty nuts, and your face just hurts. It just hurts. You guys are awesome. We appreciate you guys coming along and being a part of this channel and just being amazing. So with that, I'm gonna grab my stuff, head to the airport, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
At the break of dawn, empty hotel room.
Ready?
Just had to get
Thanks
up,
so much,
get
brother.
dressed,
No problem.
get
You're
out,
awesome.
See you in town.
See you in the next one.
and get behind the wheel again. I gotta see your face. I miss you, I miss you. Got a long way left, but I'm gonna make it there tonight. Got my songs on the stereo. Been a long time coming, but I know we're gonna be alright.
Well, I will say you are one heck of a pilot, buddy. Well done.
All right.